Picture this. You've been promising yourself literally all day long that tonight is the night you are finally going to go to bed early. But, well, look at the clock. You find yourself wide awake at 2 a.m. Your eyes are incredibly heavy, your body is absolutely exhausted, and yet here we are.
So why are you still awake? It's a question you probably ask yourself constantly, right? As you keep endlessly scrolling through your phone, watching just one more episode, or maybe just staring at the ceiling lost in thought, instead of, actually sleeping. Why do we do this to ourselves?
There is this highly relatable, honestly kind of mildly shameful feeling of actively refusing to go to sleep. And the crazy part? You know with absolute certainty the pure exhaustion that's waiting for you tomorrow morning. You know that alarm is going to hurt. And yet, you just cannot put the phone down.
Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. For the longest time, we've been told that staying up late is simply a character flaw, like a sign of bad habits or poor discipline. But modern psychology reveals something totally different. We are actually looking at deeper emotional needs and really complex stress patterns.
In fact, there's a real documented scientific name for this nighttime scrolling habit. It's called revenge bedtime procrastination. Basically, it's this psychological phenomenon where you intentionally delay sleep just to reclaim a tiny sliver of personal time that was stolen from you during a chaotic, super busy day.
Let's look at driver 1, reclaiming personal time.
Now, what's really interesting here is that for so many people, especially those with demanding jobs or big families, the dead of night is literally the only window in a 24-hour cycle that actually belongs to them. After a highly restrictive day where you're constantly told what to do, where to be, and how to act, your brain absolutely craves freedom and control. Staying up late is just your mind's way of grabbing the steering wheel back.
Moving on to driver 2, escaping daytime stress.
Throughout the day, stress just accumulates in our bodies and minds like a giant pressure cooker. But in these quiet hours, the relentless demands of the day finally just stop. Think about it. Staying up isn't always about watching videos or mindless entertainment. Often, it's simply the immense relief of knowing that inside this quiet little bubble, absolutely no one needs anything from you.
Next up is driver 3, space to think. During the day, you're constantly reacting, right? Answering emails, putting out fires, talking to people. But at night, the brain finally has some uninterrupted space. We often beat ourselves up for overthinking at night, but let's reframe that for a second. It isn't a flaw. It is your mind's delayed, totally inevitable reaction to a hyper-busy schedule. It's just catching up on all the processing it simply didn't have time for at 2 p.m.
Then we have driver 4, the immediate reward trap.
This is a brilliantly fascinating concept in behavioral psychology about how our brains weigh immediate satisfaction against future pain. Our brains are hardwired to prioritize the instant, guaranteed comfort of the night, that immediate entertainment and peace, over the entirely logical but delayed need for sleep. To your brain, future exhaustion feels like tomorrow's problem.
And finally, driver 5, finding your true self.
During the day, we wear masks. We act professional, we act strong, and we act polite. But under the cover of darkness, people often feel they can finally drop the act and be their unfiltered, authentic selves. That's exactly why this quote from our source material really struck me. Some minds struggle to let go of the most peaceful part of the day. When you view the night as your only true sanctuary, of course your mind fights desperately to hold on to it for just a few more minutes.
So what does this all mean? The absolutely crucial point is this. When we really make sense of the night, we see that staying up late is not a lack of discipline at all. It is a very real response to your emotional needs. It's a profound search for peace and autonomy in a world that rarely gives you either. Once you understand these patterns, your late-night habits suddenly make a whole lot more sense.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought to really reflect on tonight when the house goes quiet. Look at your own habits and ask yourself honestly, are you really avoiding sleep or are you just avoiding tomorrow?